Have you ever, like, paused a movie just to zoom in on what a character is reading in the background?
Oh, all the time. It is a reflex at this point.
Right. There is something undeniably thrilling about snooping through someone's bookshelf. And today we're turning that natural impulse into a full-blown investigation.
Yeah, a real deep dive.
Exactly. Our entire source material for this deep dive is a single, slightly precarious photograph.
Just one photo.
Just one. It is an 11-book stack, teetering on a glass table, almost 1.5 feet tall. The mission today is, well, what can we deduce about the fascinating, maybe slightly chaotic mind of the person trying to read all of these simultaneously? Okay, let's unpack this.
Looking at a physical reading stack like this is essentially examining a psychological fingerprint. I mean, it reveals the underlying architecture of someone's curiosity.
Which is pretty wild to think about.
It is. It is not just a snapshot of what information they want to acquire, right? It actually shows us the mechanics of how they are trying to process reality at this exact moment in time.
And the architecture here is, I mean, it's heavy on infrastructure. The foundation of this stack relies on intense, system-oriented nonfiction.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm talking about David Bainbridge's How Zoologists Organize Things, sitting right alongside Hajime Nakamura's A Comparative History of Ideas.
Right, some serious heavy hitters.
Yeah, plus massive historical biographies like McCullough's Truman and Issa's Alexandria.
Yeah.
It feels like this reader is desperately trying to download a master operating system for human history, philosophy, and biology all at once.
That is a great analogy. But, you know, if they were just trying to build a sterile operating system, the stack would end right there.
You think?
Yeah, because a pure systems thinker would stick strictly to biological taxonomy and those massive biographies we just mentioned. What's fascinating here is the deliberate sabotage of that rigidity.
Wait, sabotage.
Well, yeah. Right in the middle of these heavy attempts to structure the universe, you have Aidan Levy's Saxophone Colossus.
The jazz biography.
Exactly, a massive book on jazz legend Sonny Rollins. And there's sprawling fiction, too, like Geisha Capesia's Ice and Amos Oz's The Same Sea.
Okay, wait, I don't know if I'd call it sabotage, though. I mean, couldn't jazz just be another historical topic they want to master?
How so?
Well, Sonny Rollins is a major historical figure, just like Harry Truman. So maybe it is just more history.
You could look at it that way, sure, but think about how jazz functions mechanically compared to, say, zoology.
Okay, drawing lines versus breaking them.
Right. Zoology is the science of drawing hard lines. This animal belongs in this genus, not that one. It demands strict categorization.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But jazz is the complete dismantling of hard lines. It is pure, real-time improvisation. A mind seeking only rigid order would reject that entirely.
So putting taxonomy next to jazz.
It suggests a reader who knows that human systems are inherently flawed and that intuition, you know, the messy, unquantifiable stuff, is required to fill in the gaps.
That makes sense for the jazz biography, definitely. But let me push back on this whole systems versus intuition theory for a second.
Go for it.
Because sitting right at the very top of this pile is Alexandre Dumas' The Count of Monte Cristo.
A classic.
A classic, sprawling revenge epic. And mixed in is straight comedy, too, like Siegel's Laughing Matters and The Incomplete Pogo.
Right, the comic strips.
Yeah. If they're trying to balance the rigid systems of biology and history with high-minded artistic intuition, where does a 19th century revenge thriller or a comedy book fit in? I mean, is this just plain escapism because their brain is fried from reading about the Truman administration?
I actually don't buy the escapism angle at all.
Really? Why not?
When you analyze how these topics function side by side, humor and revenge aren't breaks from the heavy machinery of the other books. They are the human responses to it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Think about it. A system tries to govern human behavior, someone gets wronged by that system, and revenge is the emotional fallout.
And humor.
Humor is how we cope with the absurdity of those systems.